Now, ladies and gentlemen, the conversation that we have been having lately in the political arena is in regards to the defection of one James Orengo from the ODM party and how the ODM party has forged up an intimidation plan to try and intimidate one SIAYA Governor James Orengo to go ahead and succumb to the pressure so that he might go ahead to apologize to President William Ruto, or they will impeach James Orengo as the SIAYA governor. Now, looking at what is currently happening, Raila Odinga has taken it up to respond to the claims of the impeachment of James Orengo. And this is what is happening. Now, the Orange Democratic Movement Party leader Raila Odinga has finally spoken out amid reports of a rift within the political outfit owing to the Memorandum of Understanding (MOU) signed with President William Ruto's United Democratic Alliance Party (UDA) that gave birth to the broad-based government. Now, Odinga, in a statement through his spokesperson Dennis Onyango on Friday, appealed to party members to exercise restraint and decorum while debating the current state of affairs amid speculations of a rift within ODM party. He explained that he is keenly following the relationship between ODM and the Kenya Kwanza administration and the ways in which the stakeholders are interpreting the MOU that was signed. The former Prime Minister further promised to chart the way forward after harmonizing the views from the relevant organs of the party. I quote him, Mr. Odinga believes the discussions are not unique to ODM and are in line with similar such engagements that have gone on in equally strong parties in established democracies. The statement read in part. Now, in the position of the party leader, that at the appropriate time, relevant organs of the party will harmonize the diverse views and come up with a harmonized position on the way forward. Odinga appeals to ODM members and leaders to exercise decorum, civility, restraint, and respect for each other as they debate the current state of affairs and the future of the party. Odinga also sought to assure members that the party would remain united and focused on matters of interest to the nation. His statement comes following reports of a looming fallout with SIAYA Governor James Orengo, who has expressed open defiance of ODM's relationship with Kenya Kwanza. Now, this has caused a stir within the party, which is seemingly split between supporters of the broad-based government deal and those who oppose it. Now, quoting what Orengo said, I cannot be a praise singer. We fought for a democratic constitution where people should speak freely. I urge Kenyans to tell their leaders the truth. This country will go to the dogs again if the kind of language we hear continues. Now, that is the statement that that angered President William Ruto and Raila Odinga to go ahead and decide to take drastic measures to tame James Orengo by threatening him with an impeachment. And as you can hear, with this statement that has been given, and I want to quote what they are saying, that in the position of the party leader, that at the appropriate time, relevant organs of the party will harmonize the diverse views and come up with the harmonized position on the way forward. Odinga appeals to ODM members. Now, this is not only ODM members. This is directed to James Orengo and Edwin Sifuna. And he says, the leaders of ODM should exercise decorum, civility, restraint, and respect for each other. Now, what is Raila trying to tell us? That James Orengo failed to respect him, that James Orengo failed to respect President William Ruto. He did not exercise decorum, he did not restrain himself, and he did not exercise like being a civil politician. Are we together? Now, we all know that from the word go, James Orengo was against the signing of the MOU. James Orengo, even during the signing of the MOU, he did not attend. He argued and begged Raila Odinga to take time before entering into the agreement with William Ruto. But Raila Odinga, due to the nature of how politics are, decided to go ahead and sign that MOU. Now, currently, a lot of ODM members are saying that if it is not for James Orengo, Raila Amolo Odinga's career wouldn't be where it is in terms of politics. Before, these people didn't see eye to eye. Reason being, Raila Amolo Odinga felt that James Orengo had sneaked through the back door and stolen his birthright from his father. Because before the death of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga, he crowned James Orengo as rightful heir to the throne of the Luo people leadership. But Raila Amolo Odinga fought for his own path and crowned himself the Luo nation kingpin. So currently, I mean, back in the year 2005 and in the year 2007, that is when James Orengo and Raila Amolo Odinga came together. After fighting each other since the year 1997, I mean, since the year 1992 to 1997 to 2002 election where Raila supported Kibaki and James Orengo went ahead to vie for the presidential seat where he came third after Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. Now, you understand the reason why currently Raila Amolo Odinga why a lot of Raila Amolo Odinga supporters believe that James Orengo has played a very key role in the establishment and the growth of the ODM party. And that is why Raila Amolo Odinga is clearly showing that he is taking signs and deciding that, you know what, you people should be a praise and worship team for William Ruto. You should not go against me. You should not oppose what I decided to do with ODM party. You shouldn't oppose my agreement with William Ruto. That is what, through this statement that Raila Amolo Odinga has delivered, is clearly telling us. They are telling us that I, as Raila Amolo Odinga, owns ODM party, and nobody is supposed to dictate how ODM party is supposed to move forward or who it should engage with apart from me. But James Orengo is not ready for that. And we can see that now the battle lines have been drawn. The two brothers are currently in a war. And it seems that James Orengo is not going to, go back to his words. And I tell you, James Orengo has always been a forefront soldier in fight of revolution. And he knows that currently his heart is with the people. Once he doesn't support the government of William Ruto, his heart is with the people. Are we together? We see, when we compare even the age between Raila and James Orengo, you see that in terms of energy, James Orengo is a very energetic leader right now compared to the health of Raila Amolo Odinga. The health of Baba has deteriorated to a certain level. Now, people like James Orengo believes that, you know what, we want to put our ambitions aside for running for presidency so that we would unite to support you to become the president. But at a time that you have realized that you have the greatest chance of becoming the president and has being in the table as the president, as the winning team, you have decided to go and negotiate a deal that is declaring ODM party dead, that is making us to become enemies of the people. And when you go back to the statement that James Orengo gave during the burial of George Odor, he said they fought for democracy. They fought for the right and freedom of speech. They didn't go through all that fight to reach at a point where they will betray their oath and allow the country to go to the dogs while they are watching. Are we together? So when you see what is being published, you are all in agreement. And let me tell you, this is not a fight for William Ruto. This is a fight for the Odinga family. The Odinga family, the elder brother to Raila Amolo Odinga, Oburu Odinga, is the current SIAYA senator, and he is there for his second term. So currently, if Oburu Odinga, if James Orengo, through the current impeachment that is currently being charted, if James Orengo is impeached, then who becomes viable for the SIAYA gubernatorial seat? It's none other than Oburu Odinga. Though the man, we see that he doesn't even understand the politics that we have right now, but the Odinga family is in cahoots to fight James Orengo and to bring down James Orengo. The statement that has been given, it's clearly biased. They are not, if this team believes that they are on the right path, they should say that James Orengo and Edwin Sifuna were doing the right thing. We entered into this team not to become a president worship team, but to speak truth to power. But Raila Amolo Odinga is drawing the line there. Ni kama it seems as if the team ya uko State House imewaonya deal with James Orengo and Edwin Sifuna's influence because of how they are opposing the president. Are we together? Tell me what you think about Raila Amolo Odinga's response to the impeachment of James Orengo. Achia maoni kwenye comment section. See you in our next video.